Good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I can't wait to start classes. I can't wait to explore. I can't wait to start classes.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
The sorting hat will take your choice into account when sorting you into your house. Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff House, known for patience, loyalty and hard work. Square button. Accept house. Circle button. Choose a different house.
Better be Hufflepuff!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff. Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room. I suppose some introductions are in order.
Such a beautiful owl.
Oh,
Hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I'm not worried. I do have a lot to catch up on.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed, 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... being that far behind. I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Nice to meet you.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Certainly make sure I stay abreast of my homework.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
Yes, I was. I'd rather not.
If you don't mind, I'd prefer to just forget about it.
Oh dear, it must have been bad. I mean, of course it was. I know I would have been terrified. Sorry. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course, and good luck.
I tried telling Hecate that someone cast Evanesco on my
Arthur's got you. It's all right. You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
Shame. I think magical beasts are incredible.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Good luck, Arthur.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Quite a few hamlets outside of Hogsmeade. I'm going to try and visit them all this year. family loves going to the Quidditch World Cup. Father won bronze and
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Setting user interface options. Display options. Save/load and exit. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Back. Display options. Triangle, save/load and exit. Display options. Triangle button. Audio options. Gameplay options. Triangle button. Reset to control options. Gameplay. Options button. Access field guide. Touchpad button. Access map. L1 button. Plus. R1 button. Ancient magic. L2 button. Hold, aim. L1 button. Hold, open tool wheel. Tap, use tool. Up button. Tap, charmed compass. Hold, quest info. Down button. Heal. Left button. Revelio. Right button. Spell menu. R2 button. Hold, activate spell set. Tap, basic cast. R2 button. plus, cross button, circle button, triangle button, square button, use actions, R2 button, plus, directional buttons, select spell set, R1 button, ancient magic throw, triangle button, tap, Protego, hold, block and stupefy, circle button, perform dodge roll, cross button, perform jump, square button, interact, right stick, move camera, R3 button, enable/disable lock on, left stick, move avatar, L3 button, sprint, circle button, back. Accessibility options. Triangle button. Reset to defaults. Cross button. User interface options. Triangle button. Reset to defaults. Cross button. Select. Save/load and exit. Cross button. Select. Circle button. Back. Display option. Save/load and exit. Cross button.
Protego. Revelio.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
House Elf Recipe Book. Guide pages. Rumored to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations, this book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favorite recipes over the centuries. Some dishes, like pickled dirigible plums, are likely an acquired taste. Cross button. Continue. You've just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Cross button. Continue. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. Options button. Open field guide. Level 1. This is your wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. Cross button. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. Challenges. 1%. Challenges. Overall progress. 1%. Cross button. Select. Field guide pages. Field guide pages. 1%. Each challenge has tires. Special rewards unlock at each tire you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Cross button. Continue. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked. Circle button. Exit field guide.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You've discovered a Flue Flames fast travel point. You can open the map at any time to fast travel to any discovered Flue Flames. Touchpad button. Map. Flue Flames locations. L2 button R2 button. Zoom. Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and includes the house common rooms and the Great Hall. Cross button. Continue. Select the Great Hall region to continue. Welcome to Hogwarts. Professor Weasley said she has more to show me. I should follow her to find out what The Great Hall. The famous Great Hall of Hogwarts. Cross button. Welcome to Hogwarts. Professor Weasley said she has more to show me. I should follow her to find out what she has in mind. The Great Hall. The famous Great Hall of Hogwarts. Viaduct Courtyard. The Viaduct Courtyard of Hogwarts Castle. In this view, you can see the Flue Flames available in that region. Green Flue Flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house common room. Gray Flue Flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. Circle button. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the Astronomy Tower, Library, and Greenhouses. Cross button. Continue. Select the Library Annex region to continue. The Library Annex. The Annex of the Library. Cross button. Select. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall Flue Flames for you. Use right stick left and right to rotate the map and fast travel to the Central Hall Flue Flames with square button. This is your location. Central Hall. The Central Hall of...
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the Hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Revelio.
This is my sister's first year at Hogwarts. Every part thing.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor. Can you what's Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor. Can you tell me more about Charms class?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is, in fact. I'm afraid there isn't. There is.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
It was nothing, sir. I hope I didn't say...
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
You can track available quests from the map. Touchpad button. Map. Flue Flames locations. Collection chests. 0 out of 35. Field guide pages. 1 out of 150. Demi's statues. 0 out of 10. Astronomy tables. 0 out of 1. L2 button R2 button. Zoom. This represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Cross button. Continue. Some quests are locked by spell and/or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and/or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments or as quest rewards. Cross button. Track a quest with cross button to continue. Defense against the Dark Arts class. The field guide map shows Professor Hecat's classes in the lower section of the astronomy wing. I could get lost in this castle. I may need to use the charmed compass up button in the field guide to help me find the way. Rewards. Defense against the Dark Arts class. Charms class. The field guide map shows Professor Ronan's classes in the astronomy wing. This castle is enormous. I may need to use the charmed compass up. Defense against the Dark Arts class. The field guide map shows Professor Hecat's classes in the lower section of the astronomy wing. I could get lost in this castle. I may need to use the charmed compass up button in the field guide to help me find the way. Rewards. Levioso. Attend defense against the Dark Arts class. Cross button. Track quest. The astronomy wing. Charms class. The field guide map shows Professor Ronan's classes in the astronomy wing. This castle is cross button.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Cast Charmed Compass up button. The Charmed Compass will lead you to anything you're tracking.
There are some impressive new brooms at Spintwitches.
Oh, I don't like how flying messes.
The Charmed Compass up button will lead you to anything you're tracking.
Revelio.
Circle Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in dark areas or solve puzzles that require extra light. R2 button. Hold to assign. Circle button. Back. Lumos. Utility. Reparo. Utility. Unavailable. Allows you to quickly return. Lumos. Utility. Conjuring Wingardium Leviosa. Stupefy. Essential. Stuns enemies, making them easy targets for follow-up spells. It deals no direct damage, but stunned enemies take extra damage, indicated by gold numbers. Protego. Essential. Protects against a variety of attacks, including spell casts, weapon strikes, and more. Cast with triangle button. Waiting to cast Protego until the last moment before an impact results in a perfect Protego that damages melee attackers and reflects projectiles back, breaking enemy shields. R2 button. Hold to assign. Circle button. Back. Revelio. Essential. Highlights a variety of useful and interactive targets in the world, including hidden objects, puzzle items, loot, enemies, and more. Protego. Essential. Stupefy. Essential. Stuns enemies, making them easy. Protego. Stupefy. Essential. Stuns enemies, making them easy targets for follow-up spells. Protego. Essential. Protects against a variety of attacks, including spell casts. Basic cast. Essential. Deals minor damage to enemies and objects. Tap R2 button to cast.
Make a point! I cannot do this for all eternity!
I can appreciate Hogsmeade all year round, but there's nothing like it after a fresh snow.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
All of the shopkeepers like me. I know they do. They always put a bit of something extra in the bag for me. I think they're drawn to my charm. Also, my parents.
Here! Behind you! There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change, and growth charms. Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Steady your wand with left stick and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path.
Accio! That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
The summoning charm, Accio, pulls a target closer to the caster. Hold R2 button and press the assigned button to cast Accio and pull a target closer. Release R2 button to cease casting the spell.
You are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. That's it! Not to worry. Very good. Excellent control there. Don't lose your composure. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir. Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Splendid!
Watch this. go. Quite impressive. Here we go. Phew.
Happens to the best of us. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. I thought I had that.
Not to worry.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
That's it!
Misha. Yes! Keep trying.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Nice to meet you.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Level 2. Circle button. Back. Square button. Enter photo mode. Challenges. 1%. Challenges. Overall progress. 1%. Field guide pages. 1. Quests. 1%. Complete quests to advance the story and make your mark on the world. Collections. Cross button. Select. Appearances. Appearances you have Revelio pages. Revelio pages. 1 out of 150. Field guide pages discovered with unknown. You have yet unknown. You have yet to discover this. Keep exploring the world to unlock all of its secrets. Appearances. Appearances. 16 out of 97. Cosmetic alterations applied to gear via the change appearance option in the gear menu. Appearances in this list are rewards for special accomplishments such as challenges and quests. Unknown. You have yet to discover the Azkaban prisoner uniform. The tattered, striped clothing worn by those who have been condemned. Charms professor outfit. A delightful ensemble, including a lavender lilac ensemble. A legendary ensemble perfectly suited for a glamorous personality. Brooms, ingredient, conjuration, enemy, tools. Potions and tools. 1 out of 10. Felix Felices. Enhances the drinker's chance of success in their endeavors specifically, by revealing the locations of large loot chests on the minimap for one in-game day. Brewing time. 1 meter 00 s. Yield. 1 bottles. Lace wing flies. 0 out of 1. Fluxweed stem. 0 out of 1. Tools. Enemies. Appearance. Revelio pages. Revelio pages. 1 out of 100. Unknown. You have yet to discover this. Keep exploring the world to unlock. Unknown. You have yet to discover this. Keep exploring the world to unlock all of its secrets. Challenges. Overall progress. Map. Flue Flames locations. Hogwarts. Collection chests. 0 out of 35. Field guide pages. What? Defense against the dark. Triangle button. Open quest log. Cross button. Untrack. Level 2. Circle button.